Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. This is a more personal type of video, but it's something that I think is important to share with you guys and kind of let you in on this new chapter in my life. And maybe it will be really helpful to you guys as well. Maybe some of you will join me. I've basically been practicing some new techniques and really sticking by some new principles that I have seen so much incredible change in my life already. And that's not to say that my life before was bad or negative in some type of way, but I definitely felt like there was room for improvement. And you know that feeling where you have this desire or this idea that you really want to pursue, but it's just like you need that little kickstarter, that little push. And I feel like I finally got that push. If you guys are maybe in a similar situation where you have a goal or you want to accomplish something, whether that's a personal goal or if it's a professional goal, whatever it is that you are like really yearning for, I hope that some of these things that I'm going to share with you today is going to be really helpful and beneficial for your own lives. I did talk about this briefly in my last vlog that I uploaded on Sunday. I'll make sure to have a link for that down below in the description box in case you missed it. But I talked about my desire to do more. And to me, it was all about figuring out how I'm going to do this. What am I going to change in my life? Because if you want different results, you have to do different things. If you guys have been following me for some time, you'll know that I'm all about self-improvement, practicing self-love by becoming the best version of yourself, whether that has to do with the food that you eat, how you take care of your skin, how you dress and what makes you feel really good, how you do your makeup. It's all about expressing the best and truest version of yourself. And I think there's so many different ways to do that. But these principles that I'm going to talk to you about today is really for your mind and for kind of just getting out of your own way and becoming the best version of yourself. And I think I found some pretty good tools that have definitely helped me, and I really hope that they're going to help you guys as well. And maybe we can kind of do this together. We can just all live our best lives, because that is what life is all about. So let's get started with the first point, which is so important, and that is to eliminate all negativity from your life. Negative people, negative TV shows, negative magazines, negative YouTube channels, gossip channels, people who gossip. This is something that I have been practicing pretty much my entire life, but never before have I been so strict with it and so diligent and so protective of my space. Everything you watch, everything you read, every person you talk to, every bit of music that you listen to, every TV show that you watch, you consume that energy and it becomes part of you. And if you want to be the best version of yourself and you want to be positive and you want to be helpful and you want to be kind and full of love, you have to interact with things that are positive, uplifting, full of love, kind. It's actually very similar to your diet and what you eat, and how what you eat becomes part of you, how your body is regenerating every single day, building new cells, and it's building new cells out of what you're eating, but not just what you're eating, but also how you're thinking and the energy that is around you. And I've replaced a lot of the time that I used to be distracted with other things like TV shows or YouTube channels that maybe weren't that helpful to me with audiobooks. So basically anytime during the day that I have some free time where I'm not working, so if I'm folding laundry, if I'm doing my makeup, if I'm going on a walk, or even just driving my car, I will listen to an audiobook. And what's so funny, and I think this is like law of attraction working at its highest point, I was almost done listening to the audiobook that I'm going to share with you guys, and I was thinking I really need to talk about this in a video. This audiobook is life-changing. It's so uplifting, and I just knew that I wanted to tell you guys about it and tell you guys that you have to listen to it. I then get an email from Audible asking if I want to talk about their audiobooks. I'm like, yes, of course I do. I replied to them right away and I told them that I'm already using Audible. I love their services, and yes, sign me up. I want to work with you. And they're giving all of my viewers one free audiobook. It can be the book that I'm going to recommend to you guys or any book that you like. So wherever you are in the world, all you have to do is go to audible.com/AnnieJaffrey and you can get your free book. And if you guys are in the US, you can text AnnieJaffrey to 500 500 and you can get a free book that that way as well. Plus, if you are already an Amazon Prime member, you can get 3 months of Audible for $4.95 per month, which pretty much means that you get 3 months of Audible for the price of one. I know this might be a lot of information, but I will make sure to have it listed below in the description box. So if you want to read over it, and if you want the direct link for where you can get your free audiobook, it will all be down below in the description box. And I highly recommend listening to audiobooks because it would just be impossible for me to read or learn all that I've learned from books if I just had to read it, just because of a time thing. As I mentioned before, you can listen to Audible in your car, when you're getting ready in the morning, if you're doing laundry, if you're cooking. So the book that I would highly recommend you guys listen to is from Oprah Winfrey. It's called What I Know For Sure. I've been a huge Oprah Winfrey fan for many years, and I love what she stands for. I love how many people she's helped over the years. And most importantly, and I think this is where I connect with Oprah a lot, is her relationship with spirituality and God. And I love the people that she's brought in a lot of light to over the years. And this book is basically Oprah's journey to where she is now. It is so good. It's incredibly uplifting, inspirational, funny, relatable, but has so much wisdom and knowledge in it. It's like a guide to life. It's her lessons that she's learned. She gives great advice on self-acceptance, self-love, knowing your worth. The book is also read by Oprah Winfrey herself, and her voice is so soothing. I love it. I want to read you a few quotes from the book that I found really touching and uplifting and motivational. The first quote that I've written down is, "There is one irrefutable law of the universe. We are each responsible for our own life. If you're holding anyone else accountable for your happiness, you are wasting your time. You must be fearless enough to give yourself the love you didn't receive." And this is kind of like a running theme within the book, the importance of self-responsibility, the fact that you create your own reality, you create your own life, and if you want to have an amazing life, it's your responsibility, not anyone else's. And I totally agree with that. I am an example of that myself, so this really, it rings true to me. The second quote that I wrote down that I think is also really special, author Neil Donald Walsh says, "So long as you're still worried about what other people think of you, you are owned by them. Only when you require no approval from outside yourself can you truly own yourself." It's easier said than done, but I think if you practice it every single day by truly being yourself and living your true self, it gets easier and easier, and you just become this beacon of light that other people can look to for inspiration and say, okay, hey, she's living her truest self. I can do the same thing. And then the third one that I wrote down is, wherever you are in your journey, I hope you too will keep encountering challenges. It is a blessing to be able to survive them, to be able to keep putting one foot in front of the other, to be in a position to make the climb up life's mountain, knowing that the summit still lies ahead. And every experience is a valuable teacher. And it's so beautiful to hear someone so accomplished and well-established and successful as Oprah Winfrey talk about challenges, because no matter what point that we are in our lives, I think we all are given challenges, and we have to look at them and accept them. And it's only by facing them with grace, commitment, perseverance that we will learn from them and then become better people. So I would highly recommend listening to this book. It's totally free. You can find the link below. Moving on to the second thing that I've been doing a bit differently, and I've been so consistent with this, and that is movement every single day. If you know me, you know that I already love to exercise and really take care of my body. But what's so different, makes such a big impact in your life, is if you do it every single day. Not that you have to go and kill yourself in the gym and do like a super intense workout. That's not what this is about, but it is about committing to at least 30 minutes of exercise or movement, and the effect that it has on your brain, on your mindset, on your productivity, on how you feel about yourself is instrumental. There are days when I'm really excited for my workouts, and there are days where I'm not that excited, but I make the commitment and I still go and do it. So I'm pretty good with going to the gym and going to my classes and really working out like 3 to 4 times per week. But on the days where I'm not doing that, I will commit myself to a 30-minute walk in my park. And it's really incredible how it sets the tone for the whole day. You get that really great burst of endorphins. It calms you down. It also makes you practice resilience and willpower and dedication and commitment. And those are all values that are so important in today's world. And if you practice them at the gym during your workouts, it's kind of like building a muscle, and you can take those values or those virtues and use them for other parts of your life, for your work, for example, and your productivity, for time with your family or your loved ones, how much you can give to them, and that reward after you're done with a workout, when you've had your shower. There is just no better feeling, and it just sets such a good tone for the rest of the day. Plus you have all of those endorphins. Moving on to the third new practice that I've been doing for myself. This has been a totally new, really special experience or promise that I've made to myself, and that is to have a really kick-ass morning routine. And I mentioned this in my vlog as well, and I thought that I had my morning routine like pretty solid. But when I started doing these new things that I'm going to share briefly with you guys in this video, and then I can do like a dedicated morning routine video on like exactly what I'm doing, but really committing myself to this new morning routine that I've created for myself has had such a positive effect on my life, on my mindset. I think that's the biggest thing, and also on my productivity, which I think if you guys also watch my last video, you'll know that I'm really trying to do more, and I really want to just get out of my own way and just reach my highest potential. That is my goal. I start the day very early. I get up at 5 in the morning, and I dedicate 1 to 2 hours to myself on infusing so much positivity and inspiration first thing in the morning, so that I really set myself up to have an amazing day. So I get up no matter how tired I am, and I drink water. I probably drink about half a bottle, like this much, just plain water, and I will do my lemon a little bit afterwards. I'll then just kind of get myself ready. So I'll go to the bathroom, brush my teeth. I start with a little bit of light movement, so even just a bit of stretching, a little bit of like in-place jogging, something to just kind of get the blood around my body moving. I will then sit down and meditate for about 10 minutes using an app that I have, and then I will sit down at my desk and I will journal. I will journal anywhere from about 20 minutes to an hour, depending on the day. But I commit myself and I will write whatever comes to mind. And I try to focus it around gratitude, around being thankful for different things in my life, about certain goals that I want to achieve, about maybe a new mindset that I want to adopt or that I want to get better at, any fears that I have and how I could overcome them. Basically just spending some time reflecting with myself. And it's such a beautiful feeling to be awake so early when it's so quiet and still, and you see the sun rising. It's such a beautiful moment to have with yourself, and it's a moment that you can totally truly dedicate to just yourself. I'll also sometimes write down quotes in my journal that I really like or that I saw or read the day before, or I'll put pictures in there of things that really inspire me, or I have a bunch of really positive, uplifting affirmations as well. So my journal has really become such a special, personal and intimate and uplifting space for me. And when I look through my journal, if I like flip through some of the past pages, it's incredible. Like, it just brings back all of these things that you were grateful for that day and things that inspired you and different quotes. So I'll journal for some time, and then I dedicate another 20 to 30 minutes, depending on what the time is at that point, to reading and learning, or listening to an audiobook, or listening to a really inspirational talk on YouTube. Basically, that's a time for me to just consume lots of positivity, build myself up to have a really great day. And by the time 7 o'clock comes, I'm buzzing, I'm full of energy, I'm ready to go, I'm ready to film, to edit, to do emails, to work on projects. And I think there's something really special about committing yourself to do this every day. Even if I'm super tired, I commit myself to that, and I make this promise to myself that I will show up for myself. And I think it says a lot about your dedication to yourself and the love that you have for yourself. Make yourself that promise that you will achieve that thing, that you will work on that mindset, that you will work on being more loving and more kind, or whatever it is that you want to improve in your life. And it's those small little daily improvements that I think really lead to big success in the end. It's those things that you do every single day. And I realized that if I wanted to see a change in my productivity, or in how I think of myself, or what I can do for you guys even, I have to change something. I have to do something different. And I think it's so important to also know your goal and define what it is that you want from life, whether that's a personal thing, a professional thing, something within yourself, how you eat, how you think, whatever it is. Maybe it's to make better choices when it comes to food and lifestyle. What I'm trying to work on might be so natural for someone else, and vice versa. So it's really a personal thing, and you have to kind of set your goal and know what your intention is if you want to make a change in your life. And I can 100% say that these 3 things that I've just shared with you guys in this video have been so impactful in my life. I really hope that you guys have found this video helpful and gotten some inspiration, and I hope through my experience with this, it's maybe motivated some of you guys to keep pursuing your best self and your most authentic self, your most true self, your happiest self, because I think it would just be so sad to get to the end of your life and think, where did my life go? Why did I not do the things that I really wanted to do? So I think these are some really great ways to kind of help you go into the right direction. I really hope that you guys have found this video helpful, and definitely let me know below if you would like me to do more videos on this topic. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you're all having an amazing day, and I will see you guys very soon with my next video. Mwah! Bye!